Hi, and welcome to this week's training on how to create a video webinar like this one to create a web video. My name is Adrian Lee. Let me point. Adrian Lee from videolane.com, and my business is making videos for business. All right, so in fact, this is the only chance you'll see my face, right? I'm going to switch over to my slides right now, and we will begin. Right, turn off, go to screen share mode, entire screen, share, present to everyone. Yeah, there we go. How to set up a webinar to create a web video. I've already introduced myself, and today's training, I'll be talking about these things. What's a video webinar? What's a webinar used for? And the advantages of hosting a video webinar as in versus creating a web video the traditional way. And what are the side effect bonus benefits, especially for business owners and marketers. Finally, the technical part, what you need to host a video webinar, the software to install for a live video webinar, and the step-by-step instructions on how to set up a webinar video webinar using Google Hangouts on Air, which is exactly what you're watching right now. I'm using Google Hangouts on Air to broadcast this webinar. Okay, towards the end, I'll give you a link to all these that I'm talking about, especially the instructional guide. Next, making web video. Okay, I've invited business owners and marketers to attend this webinar. This is especially good for you if you own a business. And if you are not making web videos, you should. And if you're making web videos, I found an easier way to make it by hosting a webinar. I'll explain later what I mean, okay? Because there's lots of advantages, all right? I discovered this about 2 weeks ago when I wanted to make a video tutorial, a Premiere Pro video editing video tutorial. So first of all, what's a video webinar? As the name implies, it's a web seminar, like someone standing on stage talking to a group of audience, right? A seminar on the web, like what I'm doing right now. I'm speaking to you. You saw my face just now. You can hear me, all right? But this all happened on the web. So you can see me and you can hear me. So what are the users of a webinar? Most business owners, they use webinars to teach, create products, or sell something. And you know what? I'm doing all three. I'm teaching you a new skill, and as well, I'm creating a product. After this webinar, about 1 hour, it will be recorded, and I'll be selling it. But if you are listening to this right now, you get it for free, all right? And of course, yeah, sell something, right? I'm selling this webinar itself, the course itself. So if you are a business owner, I think this is going to be beneficial to you, all right? As for myself, I've been making web video tutorials for several years, okay, the traditional way until now, okay? Until now. So what am I using now? The webinar way, all right? I'll call it the easier way. What do I mean? Let me explain. Okay, first of all, the advantage of using a webinar. Okay, I'll tell you all the side effect benefits that you get using a webinar, especially for marketers and business owners. Okay, I'll give you the whole list later on. Okay, this is what I mean, the traditional method and the webinar method. Okay, whenever I want to make a presentation online, especially make a tutorial to teach my viewers how to edit a video using a certain software. First, I'll prepare the slides, or what we like to call the script. All right. Then I'll schedule a date, time, and location to film the presentation. That means film myself speaking, okay, at a certain date and time. And on that day itself, on the actual day, I'll have to set up the video camera, point at myself, and ensure that there's enough memory storage either on the card or on a hard drive for an hour plus of footage. At the same time, I have to set up an external microphone to capture my voice clearly, right? And that will be plugged onto the camera, sometimes onto the computer. Then on the computer, I want to capture the action going on the screen, okay, because I'll be demonstrating how to use this software. So I need a screen capture software to record what's going on the screen, right? And because this is done offline, all this is done offline. So as you can hear me speak, I stuttered quite a lot, right? Yep, because I'm doing it live now, and I'm a little bit nervous right now. However, if I'm doing it offline without a live audience, I would tend to repeat a few takes for every sentence to get the best take, right? I'm sure some of you do the same way. You want to say it a few times, and then after that, during the editing, you will delete away the bad ones and keep the good ones. But I'll tell you why. What's the disadvantage? You'll waste a lot of time here, all right? So after capturing my footage of my face and screen capturing the software, I import the footage into the computer, right? And then using an editing software, I edit the camera footage and screen capture, screen recording with an editing software. Yeah, I said that. Once the edit is complete, I upload it to YouTube, and then viewers can watch, all right, this whole process. So now the webinar method, what's the advantage? Okay, the starting point is exactly the same, the script writing part, prepare the slides, right? Then the next one is also about the same, schedule the date and time to conduct the live webinar. But now on the actual day, okay, when I present the webinar, all I need is my MacBook Pro, okay? I have a Windows-based laptops also, but I prefer my MacBook Pro. Okay, once I start the webinar, my face is recorded, as you saw it right now, just now. My voice is recorded. You can hear me right now. Okay, and the screen is recorded at the same time, which you are seeing right now. Okay, all with one application and all with one equipment. Okay, no more cameras, memory storage, microphone, blah, blah, blah. And what's happening here is, okay, I'm using Google Hangouts on Air. It's recorded straight to Google. Google is YouTube, YouTube is Google. So it goes straight to YouTube. And so viewers like yourself watching this live, or even if you're watching a replay later on, you can see it straight away, right? You can see me live and you can see the replay immediately after my webcast. So compare that to what I'm doing here. I have to shoot, edit, and then upload, then later on inform my viewers to go watch. However, I'm doing the shooting now. You can see me. Yes, I stutter, but that can be removed later on. And during the replay, you'll see the perfect version. Okay, lots of procrastination is removed. All right, so this is the main advantage. Now let's move on. So as you can see, it's so much easier, right, to publish web video these days. Okay, wait, there is more. What's more? The side effect bonus that I told you about, right? Loads of it. Okay, good for business owners and marketers. Okay, this is exactly what you want, especially for marketing purposes. Okay, I'll demonstrate the bonuses after I show you how to get started, right? As in how to get started doing the webinar. So let's go in now. First, what you need. Laptop, I'm sure most of us have laptop now, be it Windows-based or Apple. Okay, both will work. Okay, as long as it's got a built-in webcam and microphone. For some Windows-based laptop, you may need to get a good USB headset, all right, to get a better sound. For my MacBook Pro, it comes with a very good noise-canceling built-in microphone and a high-definition webcam. So I have everything built in to my MacBook Pro. Okay, number two, you need fast internet connection because this is video-based. Video is very, very high data intensive. So you need a fast connection. I have the fiber broadband, or you call fiber broadband by M1. Okay, and then finally the software, you need Google Hangouts on Air. Okay, I'll show you how everything ties in together very soon. So can we get started? Yeah. Let me look at my Q&A. Okay, no one asking question. All right, cool. Let's get started. Before going to Hangouts on Air, this is what you need. Okay, just a moment. Let me go back here. Right. First, you need to have a Google Plus account. You know, the social media account, the Google Plus thingy that tried to compete with Facebook. Okay, you gotta have one. Okay, if you don't have one, check if you have Gmail account. If you have a Gmail account, you already have a Google Plus account. And if you don't have a Gmail account, but you have a YouTube account, you also have a Google Plus account. So either way, if you have Gmail or YouTube, you already have a Google Plus account. So go ahead to your Google Plus account, all right? However, if you don't have Gmail nor YouTube, or don't even have Google Plus, I would advise you to sign up for a YouTube account first. Okay, it's free. When you sign up for a YouTube account, it comes attached with a Google Plus profile or Google Plus page, right? So once you get your Google Plus account, you go to the next step. Okay, this will be the step-by-step demonstration. Okay, go to your Google Plus account and then go to Hangouts on Air. From there, you click on Start a Hangouts on Air. Okay, I'm going to show you right now. Let's go into my Google Plus account. Okay, by the way, I'll be using my personal Google Plus account, not my business account, right? Under Adrian Lee YC. So you're looking at my Google Plus account right now, right? It's a profile page. It's a profile site, all right? You can see status updates, just like Facebook. I'm sure everyone is familiar with Facebook. Okay, these status updates. But the next step is this. Go to the left-hand top corner under the Google Plus logo. Okay, you see the home. Hover your cursor over the home button. And then you will see a whole list of options. Okay, can you find Hangouts on Air? No, right? You can only find Hangouts. So just click on this one, Hangouts. And then it will take you to the Hangouts page, right? By the way, Google has two items here, Hangouts and Hangouts on Air, right? Hangouts are just people talking to each other via video, whereas Hangouts on Air is actually recorded onto YouTube, right? We will be focusing on Hangouts on Air. So now you're on this page. The next step is to go to this button here where it says Hangouts on Air, Start a Hangouts on Air. Okay, click on this button, Start a Hangouts on Air. I'm going to click it now. There, I'll get a window like this. So let's go to our instruction and see what we have first. Next step, number 2, give it a name, type in a captivating title, tell people what it's all about, type an introduction, an outline, and the reason to watch, all right? Okay, I'll demonstrate to you. The first item is give it a name. Okay, I'm going to use what you saw right now as the example, all right? Okay, the webinar you're looking at right now is this one on my business page. So I'm going to borrow the title here as an example. Okay, copy, and then go back to my personal Google Plus and paste. So that's what I call the captivating title. Okay, for those who want to know how to set up a webinar to create a web video, okay, it's for them. All right, maybe it's you. Of course it's you, right? Otherwise you won't be here. So that's the title. Next will be tell people what it's all about. Okay, this is the description box. So either you type in, for myself, I'm going to paste it in. I'm going to borrow what I've already typed here. Oops, Gary Al is here. Okay. So let me see. There you go, my description. Let me just do a copy and paste. Right. Okay. Control C, copy. Go back. Continue from here. Okay, I'm going to paste in the description box. Control V, paste. Scroll up. Okay, just close the gap. Backspace. Okay, this will be my intro. Okay, you can read it at your own time. As I mentioned, put in an introduction, what your webinar is all about, and then give an outline of what your webinar will talk about. Okay, an outline. And finally, give the reason why people should attend a webinar. Okay, mine is not very powerful. Maybe you like to give them something free or something to entice them so that you can keep them for life as your customer, right? So this is just an example. Okay, now let's move on to the next step. Step number 3. Okay, step number 3, choose later, then select date, time, duration, and time zone. Okay, let me show you what I mean. Over here. You can either choose to start the webinar right now or later. But I would advise doing later because you need some time to prepare unless you have something urgent to tell your subscribers right now. But otherwise, please choose later. So I'm going to click on it right now. Later. So when I click later, you observe more options appear, right? So this is the date. Let me put maybe next week. Okay, let me select 13th of April, next week. Okay, so I've set the date. Now the time, maybe I want to start at 2 p.m. like today. 2 p.m. Right, 1400, 2 p.m. Okay, but what time zone is this? All right, this is the Brunei time zone. Okay, but I am in Singapore right now. So let me change it. Anyway, Brunei is the same as Singapore, but just want to be sure. I will select Singapore Standard Time. All right, so that's GMT plus 08. So now Google knows that this 2 p.m. is based on Singapore time. So I've set my time. If you received an invitation from me, I think they will adjust the time to your time zone. All right, so it's up to you. You set to your own local time. Next come duration. Okay, actually, this is totally useless. It's only meant for your audience to know. Okay, most of my webinars are 1 hour, so I'll set it to 1 hour. Okay, now there's one thing you need to know. I've experimented. If you set 1 hour, it doesn't mean that the webinar will suddenly shut off in 1 hour, right? You can actually go on and on and on up to 8 hours. Google Hangouts on Air can record up to 8 hours of your webinar. Okay, that's very wonderful. I've used that during my live courses, okay, to record my training so that I can feed back to myself how I did. Okay, so that's 8 hours, 1 full day, 1 full working day. Okay, another thing for you to know is, yeah, you can set 2 p.m., but you can actually start earlier. It doesn't matter. No one is going to scold you. No one is going to stop you because everything that happens here is happening online. Okay, so, but since if you have real life audience like I have right now, then stick to your timing. Okay, deliver your presentation according to what you set, right? So that's about setting the timing. Move on to the next step. Step number 4. Okay, choose your audience. If you want to go public, like what you are looking at right now, so anyone can watch, anyone including those that's not invited. Okay, however, if you want to do a private one, you don't want everybody else to watch it. Okay, you delete public and then select the people or invite the people that can watch your webinar. Okay, let me show you what it means here. Okay, now it says under audience, this broadcast will be publicly available and promoted on Google Plus and YouTube. Okay, so if you want to go public, then by all means leave this on, leave this public button on. Okay, may be visible. They say maybe because certain countries, they cannot access YouTube or Google Plus account. So otherwise, everyone else who can access can see your webinar. Okay, for marketing and business owners like us, we want it public. We want the whole world to know about our business. All right, so for myself, I'll put it to public. However, if you are conducting a class, a private class, all right, then maybe you just turn it off by clicking the X here. Okay, turn it off, and it's not public anymore. Okay, let's turn off these circles. It's there because I selected it. Okay, by default, it's not there. Okay, and over here, you have to key in a name, all right? Either you key in a name or you select someone from the circles here, right? This is my personal account, so I have zero people here. But let me invite myself, right? Invite myself just by keying in the email. In fact, that's what I do. I invite myself to do a private recording for myself only. So I can use the recording to edit a web video tutorial. All right, so there, myself. And if you understand circles, circles are your Google Plus friends, right? If you have added them in your circles, you can just click Google, add circle, and they will all be invited to watch your webinar. Okay, so you can do this for private. Okay, and but for my example, I want to go public. So let's cancel that and go public. Okay, if you're tuning in, you are a business person, right? So let's go public. So what next? Let's go to our notes. Next step number 5, click share. Okay, very obvious. We have filled in everything here: title, description, time, and audience selection. Then we click share. Okay, blah, blah, blah. What happened next? Okay, and then it will bring you to a new page. This page is what we call the events page. Look into the URL. It's called the events page, a Google Plus events page. All right, under the events page, you'll see like a video player here, getting ready for you to start. Okay, and your account name. Okay, I'm going to describe this in detail. Let's take a look at our notes. Step number 6, go to events page. Automatically, it will bring you to events page, but if you're not there, just go to events page. Okay, add a trailer. Okay, let me read this out first, then I bring you to the actual demo. Add a trailer, add a video or photo, or none at all. It's totally optional. Then turn on the Q&A app, turn on the showcase app, turn on the applause feature. Very interesting, right? Okay, let's demonstrate. If you look at here, before we start the webinar, there's a few things we need to do. Okay, actually, the first thing that I do is to turn on the showcase app. Okay, it's already turned on. You can see it's asking me to turn off right now. Okay, I can turn off. Okay, if it's off, it's gray. Again, I can turn it on again. Okay, so this is the showcase app. Okay, I will show you what a showcase app is later on. Okay, then in the next stage. Then I will turn on Q&A. It's already on. All right. Q&A allows your viewers to ask questions and you answer them straight. Right? Turn it on. And then this is an interesting feature, applause feature. Okay. Again, I'll demonstrate to you. Okay, your audience can clap their hands pressing this. Okay, not clapping the actual hands. Okay, you just press this and you hear an applause sound. Okay, but beyond that, it means something, right? Not just the sound. Okay, just turn all three on, and then there is the trailer button. Okay, what does this mean? Okay, if you can see, if I press play, no, I'm not gonna press play now. Okay, if I press play, it will bring me to the video. Okay, but let me explain what trailer is. The video now is blank, right? It's supposedly blank. However, if you want your audience to see a trailer, like a movie trailer, something playing before your webinar starts, whenever they hit this events page, okay, they will see the trailer. When they press play, they will see the trailer. Okay, the trailer is like a movie trailer, an introduction to your upcoming webinar. Okay, you got to record this separately, put on YouTube, and bring it here. So let's go in and take a look. Press trailer. See, you ask you to search for a YouTube video. Okay, you can use other people's video as well. Okay, or you enter a URL of a YouTube video, or choose a video or YouTube video which is linked to your Google Plus account. Right? You can use either one as a trailer, but of course it's got to be relevant. That means you recorded it to be used for your webinar, to introduce your webinar. Okay, the interesting is it need not be what you call a video. It can be a photo too, right? So you either select a photo that's already in your Google Plus account, or you upload a photo. Okay, for example, this webinar that you're watching right now, okay, I have uploaded my title page. Okay, take a look. Okay, you can't see it right now because my video is playing. Okay, do you remember this page? Okay, this is my events page, the webinar that is in action right now. Okay, so there was a title page, the first slide of my presentation. Okay, that is an image file. I converted to an image file and it shows instead of showing blank. That being said, all this is totally option. Okay, for me, I prefer to do everything quick and just leave it blank. Okay, it's fine, leave it blank. Even better, when you leave it blank, you get a countdown. Okay, countdown to when your webinar will start. Okay, what do I mean by that? You shall see. Okay, so that brings us to the next step. Get and share the URL link to the event page. Okay. What do I mean by that? You want to invite your subscribers, your viewers, your customers to come to this page. Okay, this event page is the common page where everybody will come to watch your webinar, right? Of course, they can watch on YouTube, but you want them to come here first because this is where they can interact with you. They can't interact with you on YouTube. Okay, so how to get a link? Not this one, but over here on the right-hand side, second box, you see word links with a chain icon. Okay, it's very obscure, but click on it and you get 3 links. An event page link, which is this one. All right, not exactly the same. Use this one. Send this link to your subscribers, email to them. Okay, when they click on this link, they will come to this page you're watching right now. Okay. Hey, why is this on? Okay, let me turn this off. Right. Okay, good. Now the second link is the YouTube page. Okay, you can invite them to go to the YouTube page. Okay, to watch this video. Okay, since I'm demonstrating to you right now, why don't we just go to this YouTube page and see how it looks like. Okay, open a new tab. Okay, go to the YouTube page. There you go. This is what I mean by a countdown page, right? Next week, right? 6 days and 23 hours more to go. 6 days, 23 hours, 30 minutes, and 4 seconds to go, right? Please stand by. So this is a typical YouTube page, but with a countdown to a video that is not recorded yet. Okay, we just set it up and it's standing by here. Okay, so you can invite people to come here instead as well. Okay, those business owners, I believe you are having some new ideas right now. Something is boiling in your head. Okay, this is another social media other than Google+. Okay, that's YouTube page. And now, what's this link? Video embed. Okay, what can I do with this? Okay, if you can embed this video anywhere, especially your blog post. Okay, if you're doing a business, I'm sure you're blogging, and if you're doing a webinar, I'm sure you want your subscribers to know about it, and you want to put this video onto your blog post page. So let me show you an example. This webinar you're watching right now is sitting on my blog post page. Okay, this is my business page. Okay, and this is the post which I wrote about this webinar. There you go, embedded right here. All right, scroll down further. It's an introduction and outline of this webinar, very long one. Okay, and it's sitting here. Okay, this one wasn't refreshed. Okay, what happens if I refresh this page? This page was on before the webinar started. So now that the webinar is already going on halfway, and I refresh it, you can see this is the page which I showed you just now, a few minutes ago, or rather a few seconds ago, and it's showing on my blog post page right here. It's happening live. And what if I click play? Okay, watch. On before the webinar started, right? So now that the webinar is already going on halfway, and I refresh it, you can, okay, press pause. That is me in the past a few seconds ago, and it's playing right now on my blog post page. Very interesting, right? So you can put this here when viewers, subscribers come here, they see you speaking live, and that is very interesting. You can see the word live here. Okay, if you don't want to see me a few minutes ago, you can even bring the pointer back from the beginning and see how I started. Right? Can you remember this? This is how the webinar started. If you want to leave a question, there is something on the right-hand side, a few boxes where you click on. Okay, so that's the beauty of it. That is one of the bonus benefits which I'm saying, right? You can embed a YouTube video on your blog post page, something which hasn't happened yet, and if it happens, it's live. Okay, and after the live broadcast, it's going to be there, the full webinar recorded. Okay, so you don't have to do anything at all, just embed once and it's always there. Can you see the benefit? If you can see, you press the applause button. So let's go to the next step. Are we done with this? Yep, we're done with this. So let's go to the next step, step number 8. Okay, on the scheduled date and time, go to the events page and click start. Okay, that's presuming you have already done all your setup, and now it's the day to start the webinar. Okay, the day to present. So you go to your events page and then click start. Okay, we are now on the events page. Let's get out of the links. Okay, we are done with the links. And then you click start, the start button here, right? Wait, let me adjust properly. Okay, click start. Ready? Okay, right. You saw my face and then you saw something else blocking my face. Okay, what it's doing here is, let me read out first. Okay, we have already done this. Step number 9. Okay, we want to check your webcam, check your microphone, and then invite participants to appear online with you, up to 10. And then click start broadcast to go on air, live. Okay. Now this is the part I'll go slower. Okay, what happened is this box pop up asking you to invite guests. Okay, since we are doing a web video for training, I am not going to invite guests. If you are doing an interview or kind of a group meeting, by all means, invite guests. And this invitation is not the same as the invitation link that we sent out just now. Okay, this invite is not the same. Okay, this one invites people to watch your video. Okay, they can watch, they can ask questions, they can clap their hands. Okay, but they cannot appear on the video. Okay, however, in this page where you invite guests, they will have a webcam as well and a microphone, and they can appear on the same screen as you. Okay, so it's very good for interviews where you ask a question and the other person answer. Okay, I may be using that later, but for now, we shall skip this. If you don't understand what I'm saying, please feel free to leave a question in the Q&A, or if you're on the YouTube page, leave a question in the comment box. If you're in my blog post, leave a question in my blog. Okay, so this is what you see. The webcam is working, the microphone is working. Okay, how do you know the webcam is working? You can see my face bright and clear, the lighting is good. How you know the webcam is working? You see the green dots here going up and down. When I'm silent, there's no level. All right, over here. No, this is a mirror image. It doesn't work this way. Okay, so, all right. And when I'm ready, when you are ready, get everything checked, and then you press this button, start broadcast. Okay, whatever you see now, if it's off air, no one can see you. Once you start broadcast, this will change to on air, meaning the whole world will see you if you are set to public mode. Okay, but for this training, I will explain a few more things first, like those buttons on the side here. Okay, before we go into start broadcast. Okay, in fact, I will never go into start broadcast because I already have a broadcast going on at the background right now. So let's move on to our slides. We're done with step 9. Step number 10. During the broadcast, you want to use your screen share app so that you can share the screen like what I'm showing you right now. You're looking at my slides, presentation slides. And there are other apps as well, which are optional. Okay, screen share is not, I mean, it's optional also, but since you're doing a presentation, just show your audience your slides, right? But I'll go through other apps. Okay, I'll explain to you one by one. And you can go on talking up to 8 hours. Wonderful, right? Okay. Yep, you can see my face. Okay, so which means I cannot meddle with my face or nose or anything. Okay, let me go one by one. I'll start with the most important one, screen share. Okay, this is the one you need to know. Okay, the green rectangle with an arrow. It's called the screen share app. And what does it do? Okay, click on it. You see, you're given an option to share, to choose a screen to share. And usually I would choose the entire screen. So when I click this, okay, when I click this, it will share the entire screen. So you'll see this mirror effect, right? Yep. And then you'll see whatever on the screen your audience can see, okay? Like what you are seeing right now. But of course, if you are looking at the camera on camera, it's recording itself. So let's get out of screen share, right? So you must know this button, screen share. Okay, the rest of the buttons are optional, but just let me quickly go through each one. The other one, which is useful for a business owner, is this yellow showcase app. It's called a showcase app. Okay, let me show you what it is. Click on it. And then on the right-hand side, you see a few boxes appearing. Okay, and what's this? Okay, this is my YouTube link. Okay, if the audience click on this link, you'll go to my YouTube page. Over here, it's my Google Plus account link. Okay, when you click here, you go to my Google Plus. But this does not affect the webinar that's going on, right? Okay, it is, can you see the users? I can add some more links here. I can say to download the instruction PDF guide, and then I put this link. Okay, go to this link and download it right now. Okay, can you see the users now for business owners and marketers? Okay, if I want to advertise my course, okay, I'll put a link to my course. Okay, register right now. Go to this link and register for my course right now. So you can put any web link over here under the showcase. Okay, so this showcase app, you got to know. Okay, what's the next app? Yep, remember the Q&A app that I say you turned on just now? Okay, so when you activate the Q&A app, you get on the right-hand side a column where questions will appear. Okay, your audience will see this column as well. They'll key in questions and it will appear here. And then you can answer them from here. Okay, there will be a few more selections which I will not go through. Okay, because we are doing a web video, we are not really doing a Q&A session here, right? So go and experiment with this. So, okay, now these three are the most important. Okay, now let's go through the rest. The first one, okay, this is for you to draw on the screen. It's called the Draw app. So this one is a chat app. Okay, when you click on this, okay, you can start chatting with your audience. Okay, I recommend you use Q&A instead of chat. Okay, then there is, yep, I'm in the Draw app now, right now. As you can see, I can draw my own face. Okay, I said this is optional because we are doing a business training, right? So, oh, look, the drawing follows your face. All right, fine, well done. Okay, so how do I get rid of this? By clicking the Draw app again, and then it disappears. Okay, so the next app is this one, Capture. What does it do? It takes a picture of what's happening on the screen right now. Okay, like smile, and click on this button below. There, the picture. Again, it's totally optional. Okay, I won't be using it. Turn it off. Yeah. Now, Cameraman app. Okay, let's click on it and show you what it means. The Cameraman app, okay, it's meant for you to control. Remember earlier on, I give you an option to invite guests to appear on the screen with you. Okay, like what you see here, a rectangle, they will appear here. And as a cameraman, you can select who to go to the big screen. Okay, these are small screen. Up to 10 people will appear in this row at the bottom, right? So their faces will appear here, or their screen capture will appear here. Okay, so this Cameraman app allows you to control what they can do. Okay, you can shut off their audio, you can shut off their video, especially for those who play copyright music. Google and YouTube they do not allow that. Okay, they will ban your account if they hear that. So you have to do your own banning here using the cameraman app. Okay, when I'm doing an interview, then I will go through in detail how to use the cameraman app. But for now, let's move on. Switch off cameraman app and control room. Okay, the same thing, you control your guests. Okay, eject any bad actors. Okay, you can turn up and down the volume. Right, I don't want to use it. Let me turn it off. Now, Google Effects. What's this? Okay, again, it's some very novelty thing, which I don't encourage business owners to do. All right, what is it? Right, again, it's that kind of, just like the drawing. There you go. It follows. Okay, now this is nonsense. Okay, stop. Please don't use Google Effects in your broadcast. Okay, it's quite distracting. Let me turn it off. All right, okay, so, and then finally, you have the YouTube app. Okay, what this does is it will connect my YouTube account. Okay, it's not connected yet, but I will not connect it now because I want to keep it simple. What it means is you can play YouTube videos from here if you activate this app. Okay, why is it good? It's good if you're going to demonstrate something which you cannot show to your webcam. Okay, something which is not here right now, but you recorded somewhere, sometime before or earlier, and then you go to YouTube and click on that video and it plays for your audience to watch. Once it's finished, you'll come back to your face again or to your screen capture. Okay, so, and finally, the last one is more options. Okay, in fact, we have already used up all the options. There is more. You can go and explore apps, but these are the more important ones. Actually, there's one more, camera tool. Yep, this is not in the notes. This is bonus. Remember, you saw my name. Let's go back to the original webcast. Okay, I'm going to stop. Okay, can you see this? My name tag here. Okay, how did this get there? By default, this name tag isn't there, right? Or what we call the lower thirds. It's not there. You have to activate an app called Toolbox. Okay, something like this. Hangout Toolbox to create the lower thirds. Okay. Again, this is not in the notes. I'm going to explain to you. So let's go back to my screen share, entire screen, share, present to everyone. Okay, so you can see the screen again. Let's hide this. Okay, the toolbox is not here, and it's not here either. So you will have to go and add apps. When you click on add apps, you get a list of so many apps, right, from the marketplace. They're all free. So what I want is the Google Hangout Toolbox over here. Toolbox. Okay, install Hangout Toolbox extension. Accept, yes. There you go, Toolbox. Over here, Toolbox. Then go to the right-hand side and do some tweaking. Okay, in Toolbox, the first one, you see an icon of a man's head. Okay, that one is the one where you can key in your lower thirds. Okay, by default, my name is printed there, Adrian Lee. Okay, then I say, turn it on. Click here to turn it on. There you go, it's turned on. Okay, why is it a mirror image? Because I'm looking at the mirror image of myself, all right? If you can't stand mirror image, you can flip it, of course. Okay, just pressing this button and it's flipped, right? That is why when I'm looking at the button, I'm looking the opposite direction. On my screen, it's on my left, and on your screen, it's on your right. Okay? So please excuse me. And All right, it's only my name. But earlier on you saw my position or company name. So you can key in here, right? The second line. Let's say my website, my personal website, adrianvideoimage.com. Okay, enter. Right, then it should appear here. Oh no, I have to save it. Save, and then you say, please enter a preset name. Okay, now call it a tag. Put tag, save. And then over here, my name called, I call it tag, and I click use. Check the button. There you go. So you get a complete full name and your website address at the bottom. And then this is automatically placed there for you. This is the profile picture that you put on your Google Plus page. Okay. If you don't like this design, of course, you can go and tweak it. You can custom upload your own design and put it there. Right? You can put as many different names as you want and save as a different preset title. But for now, that's good enough, all right? Don't make things complicated. Okay, the rest is like volume control, okay, comment tracker. Okay, I never use them at all. I think they are not that useful. The only useful one is the lower third, okay, under Google Hangout toolbox. So remember this. If you forget, it's not in the notes, come back here and replay this or write it down now. Okay, so that's it for the apps on the left-hand side. Now let's go to the top. Okay, on the top you will see a selection of items here, starting from here, starting from this people icon. Invite people. When you click on it, again, remember this dialog box asking you to invite people to share your screen. Okay, no, I'm not inviting people. And then there is the mute microphone. That means you mute your own microphone. Click on it, and your microphone is out. Okay, click again to unmute it. Okay, this is when like I want to drink water. Okay, answer a phone call, I mute it. And then there is the turn the camera off. You don't want people to see you because of something. All right, this is what you get. Turn it off, and your Google Plus profile picture appears, replacing your face. I like this feature, you know why? Because sometimes I broadcast my webinar at night and I don't want to do any dressing up. So I switch off my camera and show my profile pic. It looks fine, right? Okay, the circle that is going up and down, it's the volume. Okay, as I speak louder, the circle gets bigger. Okay, then this is the, it's like this one here looks like your phone Wi-Fi connection, right? It's for you to adjust your bandwidth. Okay, don't touch this, just put it to maximum and leave it alone. Okay, then there's more settings here. Okay, this is the part which you should be touching before you start your webinar. In fact, the Hangouts on Air, it's quite smart enough to tell you that your microphone is not working. So you will have to come here anyway to adjust your microphone or even your output. Okay, so this is your setting to check your webcam and to check your microphone, input microphone. Okay, you can play a test sound as well. You only have two options, voice and studio. Okay, for our webinar, we are doing training, so we only need our voice. For musicians, when they perform using Hangouts on Air, they would like to select studio. I don't know the difference, but I believe the quality may be a bit higher, or they have some extra microphones attached, some other equipment attached, right? But for webinars like this, training webinars, you just need to select voice. Okay, console, and that's about it for the top one. Or the final one, this is when you want to end the whole webinar, leave the webinar, right? You can either stop broadcast or you end it here. Okay, we are still off air. So let me go down. Yep, blah blah blah. This is the title. No viewers. Yeah, because no one is invited. And the links here again It's a repeat of what you saw in the event page. Okay, the 3 links, the event page link, YouTube link, and the video embed. You can use this to send to people as an invitation. So that's about it for this page. There's more. I'm going to tell you more. Let's go back to our notes. The next step is what happens after the broadcast. You go to your YouTube channel to find the recording. Okay, use the YouTube video editor to edit the video. Yes, as we are speaking right now, this webinar is being recorded onto my YouTube channel that's linked to this Google Plus account. Okay, same goes to any Google Plus account. One Google Plus page have one YouTube account, YouTube channel. So it's being recorded as we speak right now. So which means after the recording, we'll go there, take a look at it. If you're happy, just leave it there. Your viewers can watch the replay immediately after the webinar. If you want to edit it, like my stutter, my pauses, and other distractions, you can also go to the same YouTube channel and use its video editor to trim away pauses, distractions, or errors, right? It's totally optional. But YouTube only allows you to trim those videos that's 2 hours long or below 2 hours long. Anything above, you have to download the video and edit it with an external video editing software. Okay. So which comes to our third option. You can download the video MPEG-4 format from the channel, from your YouTube channel itself, and then using your favorite video editing software on your computer to edit your video. This is what I do most of the time because webinars are really long and boring. Okay, I hope I'm not boring you. Okay, I will download the whole video from my channel as an MPEG-4 high definition format, and then I will use Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro to cut down my video into about 5 minutes long only. Okay, show you an example. Okay, if you go to, I'm not in my YouTube page, right? Let's go to my YouTube account. This is my business YouTube account. And go to Creator Studio. Under Video Manager, all right. You can see these are the videos which I've recorded previously. And under Live Events, right? This is the video being recorded right now and it's not ended yet. It's live now using Google Hangouts on Air. Okay, once it's finished, it will go into this category videos. And then from here, okay, let me use this short one as an example. Okay, you go in. You put a pause, and then you go to Edit Settings, over here, Enhancement. All right. Then you will see, okay, let me pause this, a trim function here. Okay, click on Trim. And there, you can trim your video right here, just like any editing software. Just trimming only, okay, split and trim. Okay, I'll be making another video training on how to use YouTube video editor to trim your videos online or edit your videos online. Okay, that will be a separate webinar. Okay, it's going to be very long one, another hour long or maybe 2 hours. So just so you know, you can trim your webinar recording immediately after your webinar is ended, right? Next. Yep, let's talk about all this. Next step. Yep. So what are the side effect bonus benefits for business owners? Okay, you've already seen it with your own eyes. Okay, by setting a date in advance, and then you send out an invitation, my subscribers, okay, they will stay tuned. They can prepare, schedule themselves to watch your live webinar. It's like attending a seminar without leaving your house. Okay, and you know what? They can even watch it on their mobile device. Okay, iPad, iPhone, Android, they can watch it there. Okay, wherever they are. So that's the beauty of it. Now, you can embed the video. You have seen that video on my blog. Okay, and it shows a countdown to showtime before the actual broadcast. And my idea is this: why am I using webinar? Okay, I'm going to create a video tutorial anyway for my next blog post. So why not do it live? Okay, I can speak, my audience can watch, and they can give feedback immediately. Okay, so I'm killing two birds with one stone, right? Because I subscribe them, I already got their attention, and they are here. Okay, if I'm going to do it the traditional way, I can only get their attention when the video is completed. Right, so now during the broadcast, viewers can watch me demonstrate and they can interact with me using the Q&A or chat or comment box. And viewers, okay, can watch this webinar on their mobile device. I already mentioned that. And just like the real seminar, yeah, I conduct courses, live courses with real people in a classroom. Okay, the audience, I encourage them to bounce questions because it's unlike reading a blog or watching a video. Okay, face-to-face, you can bounce questions anytime. So you can do that on webinars as well. Bounce questions anytime. They learn and they learn and you get feedback. Okay, this is me stuttering. The edited version, you won't hear this stutter. Okay, that's the beauty of trimming. Now, because comments are live, I get feedback immediately. And then one more thing, because the demonstration, my demonstration is live, I force myself to do it in one take. This saves me a lot of time. I tend to do it in 3 takes for every sentence on my script. Okay, so, and between the 3 takes, I have long pauses, drink water, take a breath. Now, because I'm talking to a live audience, I'm forced to do it in 1 take. Okay, so the webinar platform records my face, my voice, and my screen. You're seeing this in action right now. The recording goes straight into my YouTube channel. Okay, I just showed you right just now. Those who missed the live presentation, okay, you invite everyone. Not everyone is free, but they have the link. They can even click the link after my webinar, and they can still watch the replay. Okay, and if they miss by 1 minute, they can watch the replay immediately. Okay, from the link that you sent them. Okay, this same video that I embed in my blog now shows the recording after the webinar is over. What I'm trying to say is you put the link in once and silence. And your reader and your subscriber can see the countdown before the live show. During the live show, they see it live, and after the live show, they see the replay. So the embedded block is there all along. You don't have to change anything. Okay, you create the interactive element into your blog post with your subscribers. Okay, and I already mentioned you can edit the pauses and distraction, or you can download the video and add in more materials to create a new video, publish a new video. Okay, so I've spoken so much, all right? And as a free gift for you who's watching live right now, you can download the PDF guide at this URL. Okay, go there and download for free. By the way, it's not going to be free for long. I'm going to compile this with other courses that I have, and I'm going to sell it as a complete course. So please go there and download right now. And and in the download itself, you're actually watching the PDF right now. In the download itself, I'll give you some more tips, like how if you have a MacBook or a Mac, if you notice my mouse cursor moving around, there's a spotlight moving around with the mouse cursor. Okay, because I noticed one thing. On the Windows PC, I can enlarge my cursor. Okay, right now my cursor is very small. But for Mac, you can enlarge the cursor, the mouse cursor, but for recordings like this and screen recording, the cursor remain very tiny, like what you are seeing right now, very small. So I need something else to enhance my mouse cursor so that audience can see it move around wherever I click, right? Can you see that circle going around? Okay, it's very clear and obvious. Without a circle, you might lose my mouse cursor when I'm demonstrating. Okay, so it will be this all these settings, right? You can go through them at your own time. Okay, I'll show you where to download. It's not free anyway. You can download the trial version and try it, right? So, yep, I think this is the last page. So, right, so go and watch the replay. I'm going to end this webinar very soon. Watch the replay and download the PDF guide over here. So then, first of all, don't go away yet. Let me stop presentation, stop screen share, and bring back to my face. Why? Because I want to say thank you very much for watching. This brings us to the end of the webinar training on how to set up a webinar to create a web video. Okay, so until next week, next week I'll be talking about how to use YouTube to edit your video using the YouTube video editor, everything online. So see you next week. Thank you very much. Did you miss the webinar? You just arrived? Don't worry, you can watch the replay on this link you see right now. You can also download the PDF guide. And if you are watching the replay at a later date, the PDF guide may not be free anymore. So please take note of that. You can see the bottom of this page, this link at the bottom of this page, it will say whether the PDF is free or not. So go there now, watch the replay, and download the PDF guide.